we're here at San Francisco Chefs 2010, and I'm here with Ananda Neil. And we're going to talk about Ananda's fabulous brand, all the brands he represents with Artisan Growers and Producers, and we're going to start off with the Prophet.
Well, no, I'm actually not a prophet, but thank
Ananda
you very
Neil.
much, Micki. But Prophet is a really great example of the wines at SF Chefs. I think really took an incredible approach this year in bringing in some of the small producers, and this is a great example. Prophet, this is their first vintage. They are doing something that we think is really relevant, not just making another great Russian River Pinot, there's certainly a lot of them out there, but they're actually doing a single vineyard, single appellation, 100% single varietal, single cooperage, and single clone Pinot Noir. And I think what's really compelling about that is it allows us to begin to, I think, reference what clones taste like from different soils. And so this is really a great example of great American Pinot Noir that's made in a very clear and very present style. And the founders, Jim and Joe, just have done incredible work in getting the message out, and have been essentially called out by Food and Wine as producing one of the best new Pinots in America.
Is there a lot of producers doing a 100% 777, or, I mean, there's not a lot of, on the colognes, on the Pinots? Is that a style that a lot of people are doing?
Well, interesting that you should ask. Really, no. 777 is a clone that's origins are from Maurice Saint-Denis in Burgundy, and it's such a light, elegant style of Pinot Noir that it actually reminds us more of Pinot Meunier. And I think Prophet did an extraordinary job of really capturing that and really being true to that specific clone. And for those of us that don't necessarily even have to be a geek, but can really appreciate, well, why is there a clone and what does that number mean? Well, I think these gentlemen have really done a fabulous job of doing that.
Oh my God, that's awesome, Ananda. Okay, and so now we're going to move on to the DK.
Well, I'm just holding this because I'm looking for an excuse to be able to open it and drink this wine. This is one of the newest discoveries that we've come across. Demuth Kemos. Eric Demuth is one of my favorite winemakers, and I really say that with sincerity, because I think what he's doing is something that a lot of winemakers are a little hesitant to do, and that's make the truest style of Bordelais wine possible, but in the context of American terroir. And what that really means is we have some amazing soils, but our soils don't express themselves quite as presently as European soils. And so it really takes a lot of conscious thought, a lot of heart, a lot of dedication to make a wine that way. And when you produce Cabernets like this, they are meant for endurance, much like a true Bordeaux is. So we recommend a wine like this. You taste it, it will have a lot of structure early. This isn't just a fruit bomb. You get yourself inside of this, you discover and explore the really specific terroir character and flavor of this varietal, and then you just lay it down. And you can tell, you'll know it needs a couple years, but if you're willing to wait, the wait is absolutely worth it. So that's
and is that the one that's in the decanter?
It is. So
and it's an 06, and so you put it in the decanter because of the fact that it's still young, considering that cab.
Right.
But I was looking at the actual vineyard site on there, and the name of it was
Clajot. Well, this is Clajot, and there's actually three, even though these
there's
bottlings
three.
look the same. We have three different bottlings: Clajot, we have Bay Ranch, and we have Terraces. And I think this further underscores, the work of folks like Prophet, Eric Demuth, and Peter Kemos. It's just, there's such relevance when we go to the Chalk Hill appellation in terms of how the character and how the soil can really express itself. This is compacted volcanic ash. It's called tufa, and when you actually lift this up, it can be the size of a volleyball and about the same weight. And that just produces Cabernet of such distinction and
That's
style.
That's
it's really incredible.
That's it.
Yeah. So thank you. I mean, it's a hard fight, to get out there and to convince people to really explore some of the new wines, especially when they're made at a very high quality level. But I think in producers like this, it's really worth the effort.
With my no hand.